Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm excited to be trying more makeup from the Sarah Creal line. What I love so much is that the brand is unabashedly targeting people over the age of 40. I was just on the website and it says the new age of luxury beauty, scientifically advanced beauty essentials, expertly crafted for babes 40 plus. And I was like, well, that's me. And so I like that we have a brand that is specifically focusing on the skincare as well as the makeup needs of someone who isn't 17 or 27 and still has really taut skin. I think our skin certainly starts to age a lot quicker as we start leading into perimenopause, menopause, and then life afterward. Things definitely are different, and makeup sits on the skin differently. And so I love that this brand is focused specifically on that. Now, there is a lot of skincare involved in this brand. I did not pick up any skincare. I am bursting at the seams for skincare right now. I didn't want to get something that was going to be expensive and luxurious that I wasn't going to use until I finished up other things. So I'm focusing mainly on makeup today. I did realize there are 4 makeup products and I only have 3 of them. And I completely skipped over the mascara. I think it's called like Back of the Cab. It's a lengthening and tubing mascara, and I love a tubing mascara. But I think in my mind I just kind of glossed over it because I have a giant stash of unopened mascara right now. Just like the skincare, I was like, don't buy something you are not going to get use out of. So I'm gonna probably try it eventually because I love me a tubing mascara. But what I did end up picking up, and this is something that I have not tried yet. This is the Face Flex, and I have the lightest shade in this. I wish there were more shades. That's the one thing that felt a little lacking. There weren't a ton of shades. I know they are a smaller brand. You have to launch with a smaller number of things, and then you can expand the shade range as you go on. But I would have liked to see more shades that initially launched. The other thing I picked up is a new expansion of shades from the Adults Are Talking lip balm. I ended up picking up the shade Thriving. I can't wait to bust into this. This looks beautiful. And the one thing that kind of started it all was something that I got months ago. This was in the fall. I picked up one of the Speak for Yourself lipsticks. This is in the shade Madam President. I have been loving to wear this lipstick. It is a beautiful brown shade. I wear it regularly. And I do like the packaging. It's magnetic. That's one of the things that I like. I do like this Celadon green color here for the lid. I'm going to start with the Face Flex today. This is a product that is described as being used as both concealer as well as foundation, to use it where you need it on the face. It includes hyaluronic acid to hydrate, caffeine to reduce puffiness, aloe leaf extract to soothe, and green tea to visibly brighten. And it's supposed to, it says here, part high coverage brightening concealer, part moisturizing foundation. It's all you need for a velvety airbrushed glow. It's silky buildable, skincare infused, and flexes with every single laugh and furrow without ever creasing or fading. So the claim is pretty big here. This is not going to crease. It's not going to fade throughout the day. It doesn't say like how many hours it's supposed to hold on, but I'm hoping for at least 12. I think that would be kind of like a good benchmark. But we're supposed to apply to dark circles, blemishes, or wherever skin needs coverage, and blend with fingers or their foundation brush. I don't have their foundation brush. I'll just use another one that is synthetic. So I'm going to start by just putting a little bit of this here under the eyes. Other places that I tend to conceal, I feel like I'm just going to put it everywhere because, yeah, you know what? I didn't check to see if this actually sets quickly. So let's start blending before things get stuck. I just pulled out my rougher LCO2 brush. I really like this brush. It's small enough to get into like the under eye area and corners of the nose, but big enough to be able to spread things around the face in kind of more of a foundation-y way. I don't feel like this is drying or setting on the skin instantly. I feel like it gives you a chance to blend it out. I like that. And so for the under eyes, I usually tap it out a little bit. I want to make sure that to give this a fair chance, I don't over apply this where I have the most creases, which is right underneath the eyes and in the crow's feet. But I do want, maybe all I need to do is just to tap it out with my fingers. I don't want to go over it with a brush if I'm getting the right amount of coverage this way. So I didn't have anything down other than my skincare, but I'm going to put a little bit more. I have some sunspots over here. I'm going to try and layer it up a little bit over my larger one. I've been kind of defaulting to reaching for my pinpoint concealer from Lisa Eldridge for that spot, and it's been really great. But I don't want to default to something and not use this and see what sort of coverage we can get. I just finished blending this. A couple of things that I've noticed. I feel like this tone in one is a little bit too dark for my skin tone. Now, I don't have the fairest complexion out there, but I definitely always end up wearing fair and not light or light medium foundations. Here is a swatch of it. As I start to blend it in, I can definitely tell that it is peachier for my skin tone than the rest of my skin. So on the back of my hand right here, I feel like this area is much peachier than, say, down here. It's hard to see on screen, but if you were to look at my face overall, you'll see that it's just a hair darker than like my neck and my chest area. That's the one thing I'm always looking for, is something that matches pretty well. Could I make this work? Yes. I'm less likely to wear it when I'm wearing like a V-neck or something like that. One thing I have been liking about this is that it says that it's creaseless. Now, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt, because as a 50-year-old, there's always some creasing somewhere on my face. It's not been that long since I finished blending this in, and I can see there's just a smidge of creasing going on underneath the eye. But this is where I tell you I had a lot of under eye hydration going on. So this isn't sitting on just bare skin. I think that it would be a lot easier for this to hold on to its creaseless sort of claim if I wasn't wearing anything. But normally with this amount of hydration, because this is what I normally put on my face for skin prep, all other concealers are very highly creasing and settling in those finer lines underneath the eye. I had very little of that going on. The other place to check is this big forehead line right here. There's very little of it settled in there, and that is really surprising to me. We'll see how this flexes throughout the day. I will make sure to leave you a wear note. Just go ahead and expand the description box and I'll have some wear notes for you for how this wore. I like the way that it looks. I do feel like the box says that it is a part high coverage brightening concealer, part moisturizing foundation. I think that it works as both concealer and foundation. I don't know that I would say that it's high coverage. I would say it's medium coverage. And I think it's a very lovely medium coverage. I am going to add just a little bit of powder in my T-zone, get the rest of my face on, and we'll come back for the lip products. If you haven't already seen it on, I'm going to throw on the Speak for Yourself lipstick. This is in the shade Madam President. I really like this lipstick. It's such a comfortable formula, as well as a lovely, easy to wear brown shade. I've been wearing this for months now. Really, really like it. It lasts a long time. It feels really good on the lips and is very, very hydrating. It almost feels like a lip balm, which makes me wonder what their actual lip balm feels like. I'm going to take this off because I'm going to be wearing this today. So here's the Adults Are Talking lip balm. This is in the shade Thriving, and this is what it looks like. I like that it's just your regular up and down sort of thing, that it doesn't have any clicks to it, where it's really melty, kind of like a gloss in balm situation. But let's just see what it feels like going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, this feels so good. This is a slightly more nude shade that I'm used to wearing, but I love how thick this is. Look at that. Oh, it definitely has more of a peach lean to it. On the website, this is described as a sheer cool beige. I definitely get the beige out of it. It doesn't seem as cool as I would like it. It seems a little bit more peachy to me, but it's really beautiful on the lips. What I love about it is the feel. It is so thick, and not thick in a bad way. You can feel that you're wearing it on your lips. There are times that some products are so thick, they're on the verge of goopy. I'm not getting that with this. This is like thick in a nourishing way. thick in a hydrating way. It feels really, really good. It looks pretty on the lips, and I'm hoping that it does the same thing that the lipstick does, which is it stays within the vermilion border. It stays where you put it and doesn't like get melty and travel, but I'll have to keep you posted. I really like how this turned out. I did try and dial down some of the drama to wear really easy, apply with your fingers sorts of formulas, because most of what I see on the Sarah Creal website tends to look like no fuss makeup. And I love a low or no fuss makeup sort of day. And I will genuinely look like this. If you were to bump into me in the grocery store, I might either be wearing nothing, just my skincare, or something very similar to this. And it's on the days that I have like dinner with friends, or we're doing something special, or I'm filming, that I actually put on a little bit more makeup. So what you see me in regularly here on YouTube is not what you would find me in if you were to bump into me at the grocery store or, downtown. This surprised me. I wish they had a larger shade range. I know I've said that a couple times already, but I feel like a larger shade range would not go amiss. This is a really great product in the fact that it doubles both as concealer and foundation, and you can thin it out with a little bit, if you wanted to, with a little bit of skincare to make it more skin tint like and less concealer like. This is not quite the right shade for me, but I can make it work. I do like the texture of it, and I do like the fact that it didn't instantly start collecting in all of my fine lines under my eyes, despite having very hydrated under eyes. Normally, if my under eyes are hydrated, any concealer there instantly starts to go whoop into my fine lines, and it's like I have dark prominent lines of concealer. That didn't happen with this. I also didn't find it settling in my forehead lines, but I did set everything today with just a modicum of powder. I didn't want a lot, just a little bit, just to make sure that it goes and wears well all day long. I have already told you how much I love this lipstick. Best part about it is you don't need a lip liner. You can if you want to define your outer lip line, but a lot of times I use a lip liner to kind of corral my lip product, to keep it where I want it so it doesn't go beyond my vermilion border and start feathering or trailing out onto the rest of my face. This doesn't do it, and it feels so luxurious and comforting on the lips. But the minute I tried their lip balm, I'm going to have a hard time not picking up another one of these. If you're curious, this is $42, lipstick's $50. This is $58. So it is a luxury brand. I will tell you, it does have those luxury touches like magnetic closure. That's very nice. It happens on both of their lip products. And this right here, I do like the detailing. It feels a little Art Deco. But this bottle here is glass, so it's very heavy. It does have that heft and that weight that you would expect from a luxury brand. I'm very curious to see what other makeup Sarah Creal puts out. I might eventually try the mascara. I just can't believe I just completely blanked out and didn't pick it up. But I like what I've tried so far, and I think that this might become like my new favorite. I hate to fall in love with the $42 lip balm, but sometimes if it's just that good, it's just that good and it's worth it. So I will keep you posted. If you want to know how the foundation / concealer wore, or any updates on this, I will leave wear notes for you in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.